Perlas, the founder of OT Models. Today, I want to take you on a journey. It's not just any story, but my hero's journey. This is how I went from being a stuck Navy veteran to guiding women like you to become empowered goddesses, right? And in light of recent nonsense, those wild accusations of human trafficking being called, I'm knocking the pile down with truth. That's all false data. Let's stack the value, and I'm inviting you to become Goddess number 28, aka CEO 28. Let's dive in. It started in my ordinary world. I was a two-time wrestling state champion, I'm a Navy veteran, I was a yogi, but stuck in LA's chaotic modeling scene, my desire, build an ethical modeling agency rooted in Roman Catholic values and virtues of dignity, hard work, no shortcuts. But externally, the industry was a red ocean. Shady clubs, drug-fueled parties, exploitation. Internally, I doubted, who am I to change all this? I tried old vehicles, networking at nightclubs, but it hit walls. Models got burned, accusations flew from jealous rivals. Then, the call to adventure, my epiphany hit. We're gonna create a new opportunity, not a movement. It's like Eileen O.T. Ford, who revolutionized the modeling agency in 1946. I could switch submarkets from exploitive escort vibes to faith-based professional empowerment. No more tall tales of cults. This was transparent, public everything. So I refused to call it first. I feared the backlash, but mentors appeared, frameworks appeared, Catholic teachings on truth. I crossed my threshold, testing on myself, built my first framework. Our hook, our story, our offer, right? Modeling, what are you doing for work? Thought about image modeling, getting paid for your beauty, and, pays $5,000 a month. So I hooked them up with curiosity, want paid gigs without the drama, told my story, offered ethical paths, right? So trials came hard. Anytime there's something new, there's always resistance to change, right? Rivals spread misinformation, and these people, they're like, OT models is human trafficking, but on nothing. Our models are paid professionals, 18 plus with stable schedules. What's human trafficking is you bring these unknowing girls to the nightclub, the promoters get paid money. Clients spend $30,000 to $50,000, promoters get $5,000 from that. And their girls are kind of bullied and peer pressure to stay in the club. And if they don't comply, they're banned from the club. And afterwards, they go to the after party, and the promoters let it slide. They drug the girls, get them drunk, and they have sex without their consent, right? That's human trafficking. Our models don't do that. Our models get paid for their time, for the hour, and all the events are supervised by the manager, me. I'm always with them. Nothing ever happens without me overseeing it, right? And that's professional modeling. We don't, go to after parties. And so basically when someone's pointing a finger, 3 fingers are pointing back. They're feeling really guilty because they're doing the bad stuff. So whenever they identify something similar that shows the same pattern, maybe in the past they did it, they sent their girls, and the girls they had got raped or whatever. So now you have these promoters kind of with red blood on their hands, right? And the clubs kind of see that and they're feeling guilty. So that becomes an issue, right? So I knocked out this Big Domino. The biggest dilemma, if OT Models is shady, why should I join? So then, take Sarah. She's stuck in club scenes. She joined, she learned social engineering and landed Runway jobs, transformed from victim to goddess, no coercion, just virtue. So whenever a model gets approached, like, I need to talk to my manager. I need, if it's not paid, it's a liability. You're not allowed to bring any models, right? That's the professional boundary. And, I'm not allowed to communicate with you. These are the models that we tell our models to kind of, say to the clients. And so allies help. And not only do we take care of the model financially, There's also spirituality, right? For mental stability, we have spiritual Roman Catholicism. We have this kind of like yoga-like support community. So who are the enemies, right? Anyone who does not believe in a betterment program, people who trade cocaine and drugs, people who participate in human trafficking, the cartel types, the gangster types, the scammers bullying for easy cash, the financial dominatrix working with a pimp, kind of tricking guys in the club or even outside the club for money, bullying them. So these are the evil people, and they exist in the nightclub. And so we throw rocks. They promise quick money. We build lasting power, right? So a real example, right? So, we had this girl and yoga instructor. She overcame doubts, became a brand ambassador, makes $10,000 a month ethically, right? So let's approach to the inmost cave. Recent events. So then we would always anonymous calling us a cult, right? But we face it, public audits showed zero. Our manifesto is like, hey, if you join OT models, it's like eating from the tree of knowledge. You will become so aware. These people don't want you in the agency because once you join it, you'll make money. Once you join it, you'll be a better person. You'll be confident. You'll be self-determined. And you become like gods through hard work, ethical work, not through vice and shady stuff, right? These guys are taking advantage of you ladies, and you're letting them. And the agency can only improve you, right? So the ordeal, the peak conflict, right? So it's not a cult if everything is publicly published. I have no internal documents. Everything I push out. Now, it might creep someone out, but the ceremony, it's the same as any other ceremony. You join a Masonic ceremony, you join a sorority, they all have these initiation rites and ceremonies, right? It's the fact that we're just publicly doing it and like 99% of people don't know what it is. It does not make it a cult, right? So the faith system we have is Christianity, Roman Catholicism, and emphasizing more on the rituals, because if you ignore the rituals, you're going to be turning to sorcery, magic, and all this New Age stuff. But if we put everything in the Catholic Church, it already has those rituals in place, right? So the peak conflict is we lost some recruits due to lies, but the resurrection is we have these hats, right? So the Goddess 28 program. Let me talk to you about it, right? So it's a 2-month training program, and our core creating content online and offline, right? We're going to attend events, red carpet events, high value, and then we're going to get a team of recruitment, right? So this training you're going to get, it's worth $20,000. It's going to have sales, marketing, and scaling mastery. You get to develop your brand, and we get to outreach. We get to go together, go to parties, at this social group, social networking. We're going to find you jobs, send you to auditions and all that. We represent you, and we're really good at really getting down into the nitty gritty in terms of like LA's community, right? So framework number 1, storytelling to break self-doubt. Number 2, networking mastery, worth $3,000. Number 3, virtue branding, that's worth $2,000. Bonuses, right? You get your own room, that's $5,000 a month. You get the certification. The total value is $23,000. And what you're gonna pay is like we actually pay you $5,000 a month, right? So your guarantee is you get the space, stable pay, and you get to be represented, and we find you the job, right? So reward transformations, right? So we have models, Goddess number 8, Julia, for example, heavy metal. She loves yoga, she loves peace, she loves the club. She's all around, she's been with us our day one in that sense, right? She's actually our fourth model, yeah. So we found peace, refuted embarrassing tales, destiny, built her own brand. And so the road back, that's scaling the movement, right? So the Goddess milestone for the first week, phone background to the master, manifest to remind you you're powerful, you're a goddess, right? So the resurrection, here's the full circle now. I'm your guide now, I'm your manager now, And I'm going to transform you. I'm going to lead you to the right path, right? So joining this goddess program, we're going to escape the old methods of networking. We're going to network as a group, building our 20 Pride of Lionesses. And we can go to different promoter groups in, Vegas, Miami, Los Angeles, and we bring 20 girls. That's a $500 at the nightclub pays, right? And but we're kind of networking together, training you guys how to build your personal brand and making money off the personal brand. We're going to coach you step by step, creating content daily and networking, reaching out to auditions and events, and embrace this new opportunity. So not only are you creating content in our model house, we're going out to events and you're getting paid for both. And we're teaching you how to sell yourself and how to sell your products and services, and also selling your modeling. So auditions, photo shoots, acting, online, Twitter, all this is kind of part of that program, right? So become a graduate, go from broke to book, be represented, be protected, get away from this whole black hole, and sign up now. Your journey starts today. So who's ready to become a goddess?